Question number 6, the Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Transport. Does he remain committed to light rail from Auckland's CBD to the airport? If so, how many people does the latest modelling available to him predict will use it?
The Honourable Phil Twyford.
Yes, light rail will be a game changer for Auckland. The preferred route between the city centre and Mangere has been developed after comprehensive studies based on two central goals: providing better transport access and more capacity to support growth in the CBD and the wider urban areas, particularly the airport precinct, which is home to more than 30,000 jobs. The Transport Agency advises that the latest transport modelling indicates that in 2048 there will be 20 million passengers per year using the light rail line from the city to Mangere, including an estimated 70,000 people per working day.
When he says the light rail is going to Mangere, does he mean the airport or the Mangere town centre?
The plan is for the light rail to go to the airport, but its primary function is to support the job-rich economic centre in the airport precinct. Its primary purpose is to help people get to and from work and education and all of the things that they need.
If he remains committed to the project, why is everyone in Auckland saying that a link from Puanui station will be the primary public transport connection to the airport, and that light rail is about urban regeneration in Mount Roskill?
Because they're not.
David Seymour.
How long does it take a vehicle travelling at 30 kilometres an hour to travel 20 kilometres from the Auckland CBD to the airport?
Well, Mr Speaker, that depends on how congested the roads are at the time that the person is travelling. But I will say this: our government's committed to building a modern rapid transit network across the city that will ease congestion for the next few generations and give people a genuine alternative to sitting in the chronic gridlock that we were left by the former government.
Now, I don't want a point of order. I want an answer to the question.
Well, I can't answer that question. If the member wants to put it in writing, I'll happily get the modelling for him.
Well, both members will resume their feet. I'm going to. I will accept the answer, but I think I've said to a number of members that I take responsibility for their lack of numeracy as a former Minister of Education, and I would expect a minister to be nimble enough to work out 20k at 30 k's an hour.
Point of order.
A point of order, David Seymour.
Mr Speaker, I seek leave to table calculations showing the answer is 40 minutes.
I'm not going to accept that, because I think the vast majority of people in the House could do it even if they had to use their fingers.
Supplementary question. Could I ask the Minister, is there any part of Auckland in the area suggested by the primary question that is unimpeded for 20 kilometres, particularly at intersections?
There is not.
Does he regard a light rail tram going down Dominion Road as, quote, rapid transit? And if so, how fast does he think the trams will be going?
The description of rapid transit is when, through priority lanes or a separate route, whether it's bus or light rail or heavy rail, doesn't have to compete with cars. That is the intention for the light rail from the city to centre to Mangere. That's why it will deliver modern rapid transit for all of the people living on the isthmus and a huge swathe of South Auckland. And that's why the former government, when Simon Bridges was the Transport Minister, NZTA and Auckland Transport all chose light rail as the preferred mode for the city centre to Mangere route. And I don't know why the current government is now campaigning against it.
Supplementary, how would he define rapid?
I refer the member to my earlier answer.
Right. Question number 7, Reno Turakatini.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister